I'm glad you're out enjoying yourself, while Chaz is stuck in a police cell out of her mind with worry.
Well, it's hardly my fault, my dear.
It's not too late to get the charges against her dropped.
Oh, I think it is. Anyway, the police aren't interested in the assault charge anymore.
So they've let her go?
I'm afraid not. They've arrested her for murder. The weapon that killed your father was found hidden at the Dingles. Come on.
Chaz? Chaz, you there? Chaz, whatever these coppers say, they've got no tunnels. If we keep stunned, they're going to have to let us go. Everything's going to be fine, I promise. I promise.
The police are saying Chaz is the one who killed Dad.
Chaz or her cousin?
It was Jamie last week, and Bob the week before that.
Well, I think they're right this time.
Why would they have hidden the murder weapon in their home if they were innocent?
Now, you see, that's what I don't get. Even if she was the murderer, why would you leave something like that in your own house?
You would think they'd have the sense to get rid of the evidence.
Well, the Dingles aren't exactly the quickest-minded people in the world. The fact that it was found there is damning enough.
There's got to be some other explanation. I know Chaz. She couldn't kill anyone.
Well, maybe you don't know her as well as you think you do.
You have to admit, she has got a temper on her, Carl.
Oh, she's positively unstable. She's been violent with me on more than one occasion.
You were asking for it.
Well, perhaps she thought your father was asking for it, too.
You saw how angry she was that day. She'd already lashed out at him. Is it possible she could have snapped?
No! I don't care what she felt about Dad. She'd never do that to me. Never.
Should have known it was a dingle. Every unsolved crime in the county usually comes back to one of them.
Question is, which one was it this time? The stripper or the ex-con?
My money's on Chastity. She had the opportunity and the motive.
She also has a history of losing her rag by all accounts.
No history of theft, though. If it was down to her, how does the burglary fit in?
Maybe she faked it. Cover her tracks.
You know how the Dingles like to keep things in the family. Maybe Chastity killed him while Eli burgled the place.
Could have been in it together, I suppose.
Either way, we need to find out quickly. We have the rest of the day to charge them or let them go.
You're going to have to give her lessons on her own today, love.
You must have a lot on your mind.
Well, if you're talking about Chaz and Eli, it's a temporary setback. We're sure they'll be released soon.
That's not what you said last night. You said they were in big trouble now.
You'll be the one in trouble telling stories like that.
The police don't really think they were involved in Tom's death.
Big misunderstanding. They'll be out before we know it.
Where have you been? I've just found the garage empty. Customers could have called. Worse, we could have been burgled.
How else am I supposed to take a break? I'm all on my own.
Well, that's why I've got you an assistant. Daz will be over to help once he finishes his chores.
I'm not having Daz working for me.
He'll be working for me. Oh, you seem to forget I own half this place, and you're an employee.
Yeah, and I'm running it single-handed.
And that's why you need help. Now, Daz will be here later. You may as well find a way of making use of him.
It stinks. The coppers only stitched them up because they're Dingles.
Yeah, that. And the fact that we're caught with a murder weapon.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Chaz actually did it. You know what she's like when she takes against someone? She wouldn't kill him. Well, even if she did, we can't let her down for it. Well, there's nothing we can do. We'll just have to hope that they keep the dingo code and send out.
Could you tell us what this is, please? For the purposes of the tape, DCI Barraclough is showing Miss Dingle item SE3, which is a bronze statue of a horse's head.
Tacky one at that.
Much as we appreciate your artistic appraisal, we were actually wondering what you know about it.
Never seen it in my life.
That's strange, because it was kept in a bedroom at Home Farm, where you used to live.
It's a big house. Loads of bedrooms, loads of stuff I've never taken notice of.
You might remember this. Tom King fell to his death after he was hit over the head with it.
I know nothing about that.
So you maintain you've never seen this statue before?
No, I haven't.
Then how do you explain the fact that we found your fingerprints all over it?
Oh, you've got it wrong, you.
Your fingerprints were on the statue. It's there on the forensics report.
Oh, that proves now you lot muck up this forensic stuff all the time. I read about it in papers.
I didn't realise they had those articles in the Beano.
We've double-checked, Eli. There's 2 sets of prints. One belongs to Chaz. The others match the ones we have on file for you. There's no denying it.
So I touched the statue, so sue me.
We'll do more than that. You're looking at 20 to life. Unless you stop playing the Joker and tell us what happened now.
What did they ever do for me kids who got jail birds?
You don't know that anybody's charged Chaz with anything yet.
Oh, it's not looking good, is it?
They haven't charged either of them yet. But from what I hear, it's only a matter of time.
Well, I hope so. It'll mean you're in the clear.
Yeah, but I don't want that at the expense of Chaz going down for murder.
No, do I? No, but if she did it, they're going to find out sooner or later. This way, they'll stop harassing innocent people.
Like my Leonard.
Yeah, and Terry. You know, if they charged Chaz, at least he'd be off the hook. Wherever he might be.
Carl, love, have you heard what's happened?
Yes, I have. What the hell's going on? He's still not answering. Probably needs time to get his head round the fact that Chaz is involved. He'll have to get his head round it when they charge him.
We don't know they will yet.
Out of evidence they've got, they'll throw the book at her.
You seem desperate for that to happen.
I am. Once this investigation is closed, perhaps they'll release your father's body.
Well, at least that'll be something.
It's everything.
You need to put him in the ground to get him out of your mind before you can go enjoying the spoils that he's left you.
I need to lay him to rest so that I stop waking up every night thinking about him lying in a morgue. Your father deserves to rest in peace. I intend to make sure he can do that.
I can't explain it.
You must have some idea why your fingerprints are on the statue.
I must have picked it up after the murder.
Really? How would you have got hold of it afterwards?
Eli showed it us. It's with the other stuff that he nicked from Home Farm.
But Eli denies stealing anything.
Yeah, well, he's hardly going to hold his hands up to it, is he?
So you're now saying that Eli did commit the burglary at Home Farm?
Oh, may Zach forgive me. He pocketed some stuff at the wedding and then showed me a couple of days later. She can do us for theft, but I swear to you that neither of us knew that that was the murder weapon.
I can't believe it with that dodgy old statue. What killed him? I'd never have touched it if I'd have known that.
You mean you wouldn't have stolen it?
Oh, no, I never said that, did I?
You don't have to. We know all about the burglary. Chastity told us.
So what are you asking me for?
We want to hear your side of it.
You might remember it differently to Chastity. Maybe it was just a shock when Tomkin caught you burgling his house. Maybe it was an accident that you ended up pushing him out the window.
Hang on. No, I never pushed no one, and our Chaz would never have said that I did.
You sure?
I put my life on it, and don't try to trick me like that because I've been here before.
You think this is the same as when you got caught for the odd petty theft? This is a murder investigation, Eli. And we've proof you were involved.
All right. Maybe I did take a few knickknacks that were just lying around. And maybe I did nick the statue, but I swear that is all I did.
You expect us to believe that? You happened to stumble across the murder weapon just after the murders occurred.
Well, you see, that's how I don't get it. It can be the murder weapon. I didn't nick it after. I nicked it before.
He's lying.
Weird lie to come out with. We definitely have a match on the weapon?
Forensics haven't found any skin or hair fragments, but they're positive the shape of the bruising matches.
Of course it does. Dingle's just panicking. He's trying to cover his own tracks.
For who, though? Himself or Chastity?
I reckon we got enough to charge both of them.
Yeah, we thought we had enough when we charged Bob Hope.
Yeah, but this is different. Everything points to it being one of them.
Yeah, well, we haven't found Terry Woods yet. Jamie Hope is still a possibility. And the immediate family haven't done badly out of the father's demise either.
None of their prints is on the murder weapon.
Yeah, well, Chastity claims she touched it after the murder.
What, you believe her?
Something doesn't add up here.
Why haven't forensics found any trace of Tom King's DNA on the statue?
One of them must have wiped it clean.
Yeah, you tell me. How do you manage to wipe the DNA off a murder weapon and at the same time leave the fingerprints?
Does it matter? Chastity concocted a false alibi. Eli's lying about the burglary, and we can connect them both to the murder weapon. If that's not enough to bring a charge, I don't know what is.
It was very good of you to come.
No. As I said, I'll be here any time you need me, and we can start to organise a funeral as soon as you feel you're ready.
That's why we called you now. It's time we started thinking about it.
Uh-huh. Did Tom leave any instructions as to the sort of service you wanted?
Not that we know of.
I don't think he expected it to be so soon.
I think he would have liked something grand but dignified.
When Max died, he insisted on a small ceremony. Family only.
And did you think that was appropriate?
No.
We thought everyone should have had the chance to say goodbye.
And there are many people who'd like a chance to say goodbye to Tom. He was a very special man. I think he deserves a funeral that reflects that fact.
We'll make sure he gets it. In the meantime, you need to start thinking about any readings or songs you want, so you'll be ready when the time comes.
The investigation should be closed quite soon now.
It doesn't make any sense. How could Eli have stolen it?
You know what he's like? He can't keep his hands off anything shiny. Said he picked it up on the day of the wedding.
Picked what up?
He said it was some dodgy horse's head that he found in his stash.
Not them awful horse's head ornaments. Why would anyone want to steal them ugly things?
Did you see what the police took when they raided your house?
A few bits of jewellery and that statue.
So they only found the one?
Well, there only was one.
No, there wasn't.
I swear you won't regret taking us on. Shows where to start, and I get on with it straight away.
Try turning around and going home. I'm too busy to babysit you now.
Well, that's why I'm here. An extra pair of hands to save the day.
Oh, great. Just what I need. An untrained ex-car thief to the rescue.
You're supposed to give me a chance. Jack will go mad if you don't.
Do I look like I care?
You care about Scott. What will he say when he hears you've run down the business, you won't let no one help? I'm hard-working, keen to learn, and I'll do anything you say.
Unload the rest. Then you can sit and watch. Surely even you can manage that.
I'm telling you, I didn't wipe anything. I picked up the stupid statue for a second, and that was all that I did.
You're lying.
I'm not!
You lied to us before about your alibi.
Yeah, well, that was a mistake. I just panicked.
And why would you do that? Unless you were guilty.
Because I knew how it'd look. I did hate Tom's guts, and there were times when I felt like I could have murdered him, but I swear on my life, I didn't do it.
Well, let's see what a jury has to say about that.
Why are you doing this to me? There were hundreds of people that wanted Tom dead. Terry Woods, he threatened Tom earlier on in the day, and I saw him hanging around the wedding. Why aren't you looking for him, eh? He's the one that's fled the country.
For the record, Sergeant Exley is entering the room.
I have Carl King at the front desk. He says he needs to see you urgently.
We're in the middle of an interview.
You can wait. She's not going anywhere. Interview terminated at 16:30 hours.
I'm bored. Can I do something to help?
I'm in the middle of a highly skilled job.
Doing what exactly?
Changing plugs.
Yeah, it doesn't sound that skilled to me.
Well, first of all, you have to take the leads off the cylinder head, take the old plugs out, replace them with new ones before putting the leads back.
Yeah, it looks dead easy.
Well, it's a matter of getting it right so you have a perfectly smooth engine.
It might run smoother if you put the leads on the right way around.
Just testing you.
Of course you will.
Scott, about time you called. What change of plans?
Oh, laugh! What's going on? Hey! You've got it all wrong about the statue.
I don't think so. Forensics matched it exactly. They're certain that's what killed him.
How do they know that it wasn't the other one?
What other one?
That statue was one of a pair. They used to be kept on the mantelpiece in Dad's room. You've got one of them.
Where's the other?
Exactly. You tell me.
It's not fair. I have to stay and do lessons. I'm always getting left out with everything at the moment. I know what's going on. Don't see why I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Well, you can talk to me. Oh, hang on a second, won't be long.
Take your time. I'm used to being left on my own.
The police contact's just called. Says they've arrested 2 new suspects.
Chaz and Eli Dingle. Heard all about it.
So why didn't you call and tell me?
Well, I thought I'd better wait until I had a chance to find out more.
Yeah, well, make sure you do. In the meantime, see what you can get out of the kid.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How's he doing?
Whatever. Scott's just called. He's going to be away a few weeks longer.
Oh, didn't you tell him we need him back as soon as possible?
Yeah, I tried, but he's bumped into an old mate. We're going to look for army vehicles to do up as a sideline.
What good's a sideline if your business falls apart while you're gone?
Yeah, well, I don't like it either, Jack, but I just have to manage for a few more weeks.
Well, if she can't, I can always take over.
Next time you speak to Scott, tell him he better not be too long. The tea's nearly ready.
So, he says he's off working with an old mate.
What's wrong with that?
Sounds to me like he's having a laugh while you take the flak for a few weeks. Then, he gets home, and you go back to being the lackey again. He's got it well sussed.
Bring that in.
You know where to find me.
Thank you, Vicar. I think we'll all feel better once we've said our farewells.
Sorry, Mrs. King, but you've got visitors.
What do you lot want now?
We've a warrant to search the premises. All right, lads.
You've been searching it for weeks. What are you looking for now?
A bronze horse statue.
Oh, I thought you already had that.
So did we. Until your Carl turned up claiming there were 2.
Dad says it's not fair they've been arrested. He says the coppers always pick on us because we're the village scapegoats.
But I heard the police actually did find something this time. Don't suppose you know what that was?
Couldn't say if I did. It's against Dingle law. Who was that man you were talking to before?
No one.
He's a reporter from the papers, isn't he? He's always around asking questions when there's trouble.
He's just doing his job.
Seems like you've been asking a lot of questions as well.
Well, I'm actually thinking about becoming a reporter myself.
You mean reporters go around asking questions about everyone else's business? Maybe Betty should become a reporter as well.
We're just trying to find out the truth about what's happened.
Look! Chaz and Eli did not kill Mr. King. They couldn't have. He must have been someone else. Well...
Manufacturers confirm those particular statues were always sold in pairs.
Yeah, that doesn't prove anything. They could have lost the other one years ago.
That's not what Carl says.
He could be lying to protect his girlfriend.
And Matthew King also remembers seeing 2 statues in the house. And we've thoroughly checked the house to see if it's still there. And searched the Dingles. There's no sign of it anywhere. Yeah, but I didn't think there would be. If it had been there, we would have noticed it earlier.
Well, the fact it's missing doesn't prove it's the murder weapon.
Yeah, but it would explain the lack of evidence in the statue we found.
And why Eli thought he stole it before the murder.
And everything else that's been puzzling us today. Yeah, we've obviously got it wrong.
Again. Every time we seem to be getting somewhere with this case, it just seems to fall apart and we're back to square one.
Well, we know more than we did and we know what we're looking for now.
That may be the case, but I don't think Vaughan's going to be too impressed.
Just because Vaughan is pressuring us to get results, it doesn't mean we have to rush into giving him the wrong ones. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to find out who did this.
Daddy!
Hey, come here. Oh. Hey, is it good to be home?
Yeah.
Right, well, how do we start it then? Has it got an on-off?
1 pair of earrings, 1 half-eaten pack of chewing gum. Just sign there and you're free to go.
For now.
We got your fingerprints on file, and if anything else turns up, they'll be the first we check.
I'll make sure you check them against the right thing next time. Come on.
Hey! I need to come through for us somehow, eh?
Hey, it weren't me. You don't thank me, we're down to Carl. He sorted it.
I know it were you.
I don't know how you did it, but you just saved our lives.
Hey, come on then.
Thanks, mate.
I can't believe we're just letting them walk.
Yeah, we didn't have much choice. Eli's still going to court for the burglary, though.
So what now?
We look for the real murder weapon.
Ah, so the horse did it. Well, still to come tonight, there's No Turning Back for Zane in the Bill at 8. Then at 9, Unsolved Crimes and rewards of up to £100,000. Mary Nightingale is your host for Reward Catching the Criminals. Next tonight, though, I feel the need for speed in Jet Set.